Good morning. Let me share with you, as we get started on morning devotions, a passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting with verse 6 and reading 6 and 7. For God, who said, "Let there be light in the darkness," has made this light shine in our hearts, so we could know the glory of God that is seen in the face of Jesus Christ. Now we have this light shining in our hearts, but we ourselves are like fragile clay jars containing this great treasure. This makes it clear that our great power is from God and not ourselves. I want to focus for just a minute this morning on our morning devotions. The words fragile clay jars. Now, a clay pot, as the scripture says, is fragile. It's not cast iron. A clay pot might have a few cracks in it. A clay pot certainly is most common. And Paul describes us as clay pots. Can I speak to us this morning about the idea of accepting our own weakness? We as Americans pride ourselves on our strength. We glory in those athletes and individuals who demonstrate extraordinary strength in adversity, who inspire us, if you will, by their power, by their ability to overcome. And yet, in Christianity, we are told that in our weakness, we are strong. That God uses the weak rather than the powerful. That God chooses the most unlikely to do great things. As Americans, we think we have to be strong and competent and at the top of our game before God will give us a second look. When just the opposite is true. God doesn't need the individual who is strong and powerful and competent, because they won't let God do anything with them. They are completely self-satisfied. But the person who sees their own weakness, who realizes their own inadequacies, they are much more open to saying, "God, please help me. I can't do it without you." And so as we start a new week, leaving September and going into October, can I challenge all of us not to be embarrassed by our weakness, but to embrace it and to confess to God our weakness and ask for His strength, ask for His help. Pray with me.